Today I'll talk about the characteristics of digital journalism. But before that, I have to begin with the media as fourth estate, because this is the traditional concept which we believe in. The democratic functioning of the government is defined by three pillars: their legislature, executive, and judiciary. Mass media is considered as the fourth estate of democracy. The term fourth estate or fourth power refers to the press and news media, both in explicit capacity of advocacy and implicit ability to frame political issues. Though it is not formally recognized as a part of a political system, it holds significant indirect social influence. The concept of fourth estate seems to have diluted its meaning with the rise of new media. New media, which is a portmanteau of two words, new and media, are the cultural objects which use digital computer technology for distribution and exhibition of information or media content like internet, website, multimedia, etc. The problem with this is that the definition must be revised every year. The term new media will not be new anymore, as most forms of culture will be distributed through computers. However, it builds connectivity between art, that is, traditional art form, and computer generated and computer mediated information. So, the new media has 6 common characteristics, and those are digital, interactive, hypertextual, globally networked, virtual, and sometimes based on simulation. The first characteristic of new media or digital media is the digitization. With the growth of digital technology in the 1990s, the vast majority of information is now converted, stored, and transmitted as binary code. Qualitative information has today become digitized. Thus, it ushered in an era of transformation from analogous communication system to binary system. Digitization is a process which allows so much information to be stored in compact hard disk or micro memory cards, and it is also what allows for the near instantaneous transmission of information via cable or satellite. It also entails technological convergence. So, digitization has also resulted in technological convergence or the convergence of different forms of information, that is text, audio, and visual, into one single system. Most websites today offer a fusion of text and audio visual information, and our mobile devices allow us to perform a variety of functions, not only regarding text and watching or listening to videos, but also searching for information, sending messages, shopping, and using GPS functions, etc. The third characteristics of digital media is interactivity. Old media tended to be very much one-way affair, with audience on the receiving end of broadcasters, for the most part, able to do little else than just passively watch the media content. Whereas new media is much more of a two-way affair, and it allows consumers and users to get more involved or engaged. Increased interactivity can be seen in simple acts such as liking a Facebook post or commenting on news piece or blog. However, some users get much more involved and create their own blogs and videos and actively upload their own content as prosumers. New media seem to have fostered a more participatory culture with more people involved and the roles between consumer and producer of media content becoming even more blurred. Unlike traditional print media, digital platforms allow for real-time engagement between journalists and their audience. Readers can comment, share, and discuss articles, creating a two-way communication channel that fosters community and dialogue. The third characteristic of new media is hypertextual. Hypertext or links are a common feature of new media, which allows users more freedom of choice over how they navigate the different sources of information available to them. In more technical terms, links in websites offer non-sequential connections between all kinds of data facilitated by the computer. Optimists tend to see this feature as allowing for more individualized lifestyle choices, giving users the chance to act more independently and to make the most of the opportunities new media markets make available to them. Another important characteristic of new media is the global networking system, the speed and timeliness. Digital media has also facilitated cultural globalization. We now interact much more globally and via virtual networks of people rather than locally. These networks allow for collective intelligence to increase. They allow us to pull our resources much more easily and to draw on a wider range of talents and sources of information depending on our needs than ever before. Digital journalism thrives on speed. News can be reported and updated almost instantaneously, allowing journalists to provide the latest information as events unfold. This immediacy is crucial in today's fast-paced world. Audiences expect updates on breaking news instantly. Another intrinsic characteristic of new media is the virtual world or reality. A virtual world or reality gets created through new media where people or users or viewers interact with each other virtually and thus experience a new form of reality or commonality which is very different from physical or face-to-face reality or lived reality. For most of us, this means a very fast-paced flow of information with numerous products and people craving for our attention. This is especially true when it comes to social media sites, which give users the opportunity to present themselves in any form. They want to see themselves, and while most users don't go for catfishing, most people choose to present only one aspect of themselves. One more characteristic of new media is the multimedia integration. Digital journalism leverages various multimedia elements, including texts, images, videos, and audio. This integration enhances storytelling capacity by providing a richer, more immersive experience for readers. Journalists can use infographics, podcasts, video clips to convey complex information in an engaging manner. One more characteristic of new media is the accessibility. With the rise of internet and mobile devices, digital journalism is more accessible than ever. Audiences can access news from anywhere at any time, breaking geographical barriers that once limited information dissemination. This accessibility had democratized news consumption, allowing a broader range of voices and perspectives to be heard. One more important sequel of data journalism or digital journalism is data-driven journalism. Digital journalism often incorporates data analysis and visualization to support storytelling. Journalists can utilize data to uncover trends, provide context, and enhance the credibility of their reports. This data-driven approach allows more informed and nuanced reporting. Then, another characteristic of new media is user-generated content. The advent of social media and citizen journalism has led to an increase in user-generated content. Audiences can contribute their perspectives, photos, videos, enriching the news landscape. This characteristic of new media has challenged the traditional notions of authorship and authority in journalism. The important fallout of digital media is the continuous updates and iteration. Digital journalism allows for continuous updates for stories as new information becomes available. Journalists can revise and expand their articles, ensuring their readers have access to the most accurate and comprehensive information. This iterative process contrasts with the static nature of print journalism. Then comes the focus on SEO and analytics. To reach wider audiences, digital journalists often employ search engine optimization strategies and analyze web traffic data. Understanding audience behavior and preferences helps journalists tailor their content to meet the needs of the readers, ultimately enhancing the audience engagement and visibility. With this, I would like to conclude today's discussion on the different characteristics of new media or digital media. Hope all of you have understood. Thanks once again.